what's up everybody? Ben here from blogwithben.com, and today we're diving into the world of Leonardo AI, where I'm going to show you how to create stunning AI generated images with their brand new interface and improved image generator. Leonardo has really upped its game with these recent updates, making it easier than ever to design custom visuals that really stand out. And whether you're a blogger, designer, or maybe just curious about AI art, this tutorial will walk you through every step of the process. And real quick, before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all the AI, web, and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. And finally, today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. And as a full-time YouTuber and digital creator, I'm always looking for ways to improve and grow as a creative entrepreneur. And thankfully, I discovered Skillshare, one of the largest online communities for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, AI, and much, much more. And as you can see here in my Skillshare dashboard, you can browse their online courses and find just about anything you need to take your creative skills to the next level. For example, check out these in-depth courses focused on becoming a successful YouTuber. And the course I'm currently taking is Marques Brownlee's course on YouTube success. Unlike quick 15-minute videos, these are comprehensive educational courses taught by proven experts who share their real-world experience and insider tips. And whether you're looking to master video production, learn effective storytelling, or grow your audience, Skillshare has curated content that covers it all. And the best part, you can work through these courses at your own pace, applying each lesson to elevate your skills step by step. So ready to give it a try? Just visit my link on the screen or in the video description below, and the first 500 people to use that link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare to unlock a world of learning and take your creative career to new heights. And on that note, let's dive into this tutorial on Leonardo AI. Okay, so first things first, if you don't have a Leonardo AI account, please pause the video and visit my affiliate link, blogwithben.com/Leonardo AI, and that will take you to the login page where you could sign up for a free Leonardo AI account with either an email address or an Apple, Google, or Microsoft account. And once you're in, you'll have access to the Leonardo AI account dashboard that you're looking at right now. And I should point out that in this video, I'm going to be using a paid Leonardo plan, which will give me access to additional features and tokens. But you can still definitely create some amazing images with a free plan. I just wanted to point that out. All right, on that note, let me give you a quick tour and show you around before we start creating images, just so you can get a feel for where everything is and how things work. So, if you look towards the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the sidebar menu. This is how you'll navigate Leonardo, and is where you could do things like access your personal library, create AI-generated images, use the Canvas editor, and so much more. And we'll be spending most of our time here in the AI tools section for this tutorial, but when you have some extra time, I recommend clicking around here and checking things out. And then shifting our focus to the right-hand side of the screen, whatever you have selected in the sidebar menu will display here. And we're currently at the home section, and this is where you can quickly access popular features of Leonardo, like the real-time canvas, motion generator, image creation, etc. And all of these features are still accessible within the sidebar, but you have quick access to those tools here as well. Below that are the featured guides. And these showcase helpful guides and tutorials on how to use specific features within Leonardo, such as the upscaling guide. And this focuses on the upscaling tool, demonstrating how you can enhance image quality. There's also consistent characters guide, and I love this one. In this tutorial, it walks you through the process of maintaining consistent character designs across multiple images, which is useful for storytelling and branding. And then there are a few more guides here, but these are great resources to help you get familiar with some amazing Leonardo features. Below that, we have the community creations feed. And these are AI-generated images that are made by other people within the Leonardo community. This feed is constantly updated with user creations, and you can filter them by various categories and styles here. And then if you scroll down, You can view the user creations and even click on any of these images here to get more info on how that particular individual made the image. And you can even copy the prompt and style settings to expand on this creation if you want to. And I highly recommend doing that whenever you have some extra time. This is a great way to learn prompting and get a feel for how things work in Leonardo. Next, if you look in the bottom right corner of the screen, they have a chat feature, and clicking on this gives you the ability to chat with one of their team members. This is useful if you have a specific question. You can also search their FAQs or access their help guides here in the sidebar. There's a lot of helpful information here. And then finally, Leonardo has an amazing Discord community. We're not going to sign up for it in this tutorial, but you can access it here in the bottom left corner of the screen. Again, this is a great place to stay up to date on the platform's updates, share ideas, or even converse with other users. It's a great community, and if you have Discord, I highly recommend signing up. It's free too. Okay, I know that was kind of a quick overview, but hopefully you have a better feel for where things are. Next, let's explore the AI text-to-image creation and start creating images with Leonardo AI. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Leonardo's AI text-to-image creation tool. So, anytime you want to create an image, from your account homepage within the left sidebar, under the AI Tools section, click on Image Creation. You could also click the image creation shortcut in the homepage dashboard. But either way, this will take you to the AI text-to-image AI image creation interface. And before we actually create an image, I'm going to give you a quick tour of this interface. But if you ever need a refresher, there are these little question mark icons like this one at the top of the screen, and that will take you on a quick tour of the interface. Or if you see the little question mark icons that are within the sidebar next to a specific feature, you can just hover your mouse over them and you'll get an explanation of what that feature does. These are extremely helpful as you're learning the platform, so keep an eye out for them. Okay, next, if you look towards the left-hand side of the screen, we have a sidebar menu that houses the image presets and style options. This is how you'll guide the AI and inform it on what you want to create. And starting at the top, we have the presets. I currently have it set to Leonardo Phoenix, but if you click that drop-down, it'll open an additional menu where you can choose from predefined AI model presets that offer different styles suited to specific types of visuals, such as illustrations, 3D renders, realistic photos, etc. And these presets allow you to quickly set a foundation for your creations. And I should point out that depending on the model preset you choose, the following settings we're about to cover may vary, but not by much. You should still be able to figure it out regardless of the preset you've chosen, but I just wanted to point that out. Okay, next is the Prompt Enhance feature, and this is one of the features that I was talking about. At the moment, this is only available for the Leonardo Phoenix preset, but this helps refine and expand prompts to improve the quality and detail of generated images. And there are three options here. Automatic. This is helpful for users who might not have very specific prompts, as the AI will add relevant details to improve the final image quality. So if you have a shorter prompt and you have the automatic option turned on, it will automatically enhance your text prompt. However, you could also turn it on, and when on is selected, the AI will always refine the prompts provided by the user regardless of their length or complexity. And then turning it off, the AI will not modify or enhance your prompt at all. Okay, moving on to preset style. And clicking that drop-down opens the style menu, where you could browse and select different style types to apply to your image creations. And I recommend exploring different styles. They can really open the door to some unique and beautiful images. Next we have the contrast. And it's currently set to medium, but clicking this gives you the ability to set the contrast to either low, medium, or high. And the contrast levels allow you to adjust the depth and visual pop of the image. Below that is the generation mode selector. And from here you could choose from fast, quality, and ultra. And these modes determine the overall quality of the image based on the speed it takes to generate the image. For example, quality mode takes longer but offers higher resolution and greater visual fidelity, suitable for professional use. But please keep in mind that the model you select here will cost different amounts of tokens per generation. Fast is the cheapest and Ultra is the most expensive, just FYI. Okay, moving on to the image dimensions. And this lets you select the aspect ratio for your images like 2:3, 1:1, 16:9, etc. They also have a More option, and this offers additional and custom aspect ratios for specific needs like socials, devices, and film. Then below that are the size options, and this gives you more control over the overall size of your images. But again, keep in mind that the larger images, the more tokens it will take to generate. Next are the number of images. And here you could select the number of images that the AI generates when you enter your text prompt. You can have 2 all the way up to 8 images generated at a time. But once again, please keep in mind that the more images you generate, it will cost you more tokens. Below that, we have the private mode selector. And when private mode is toggled on, the images you generate are kept private and won't appear in the public gallery. This option is useful for users who want to keep their creations confidential or are working on sensitive projects. Okay, moving on to the advanced settings, and clicking this opens the advanced settings dropdown where you can access additional controls for fine-tuning your images. And depending on the preset model that you have selected, you may not have access to all of these advanced settings, but either way, let's go over them really quick. So first we have the model selector. This allows you to select a specific model within the preset, which might be optimized for larger images or more intricate details. Below that is photo real. And this toggle enables photorealistic rendering, making the output look as close to real photography as possible. And this is particularly useful for users aiming for lifelike images. And again, this feature isn't available with all models. Next is the negative prompt, and this is really cool. This allows you to specify elements that you don't want to appear in the image. It's a great way to refine results by excluding certain features, colors, or styles from the generated image. Below that is the transparency setting, and when enabled, the image will have a transparent background, which is useful for creating assets that need to be layered or placed over other designs without a background. Then there's tiling, and this option enables the image to be seamlessly tiled, meaning it can be repeated without visible borders, and this helps for creating patterns or textures for backgrounds. Then finally, there's the Use Fixed Seed. And a fixed seed ensures that the image generation is reproducible. And when this is turned on, the AI uses the same random seed so that the results are consistent each time you use the same prompt and setting, allowing for exact replication of outputs. This is helpful when trying to create consistent characters or styles in your images. Okay, moving on to the other feature, which is Add to Collection. And clicking this gives you the ability to add your images to a collection, or you can make a new collection altogether. And this helps organize generated images by adding them to specific collections. Then all the way towards the bottom, we have the Reset to Defaults button, and this resets all the settings back to the default values. It's useful if you want to start fresh without manually adjusting each setting. Okay, that's going to do it for the presets and style sidebar settings. Moving to the right-hand side of the screen, we have our prompt field followed by your generation history. And the prompt field is where you'll enter your text prompt after configuring the settings in the sidebar. And then once you click the Generate button, the images will begin generating below. But this is also where you can access the images to edit and download, which we'll do in just a few moments. And speaking of that, if we take a closer look at the prompt field, this is where you'll enter your descriptive text prompts to guide the AI in generating your desired image. Then towards the right is the Generate button, and that's what you'll click to generate the image after you've entered the text prompt. But it also lets you know how many tokens each generation is costing you. Remember, you can monitor your total token usage here at the top of the screen as well. Then if we take a closer look at the prompt text field, you'll see 2 icons. Starting on the left, clicking this little image icon opens the image guidance features, and this provides options to enhance and guide the AI-generated images by referencing other visuals. This feature is divided into 2 main sections: image guidance options and elements. The image guidance gives you some creative control over how to guide the AI when generating images. You can reference styles, characters, content, etc. to basically help guide the AI towards a specific outcome. Below that is the Elements section. And this currently isn't available with the Leonardo Phoenix model, but the elements offer various artistic styles and themes that you could select to influence your image output. Also, both of these have View More buttons where you can explore all of these features and see everything they have to offer. And I highly recommend doing that whenever you have some extra time. Okay, moving on to the right-hand side of the text prompt field, we have this little sparkle icon, and this is the Prompt Assist feature. This offers a set of AI-powered tools to refine or create prompts, making it easier for you to generate the perfect description for your images. For example, the new random prompt generates a completely new and random prompt with the help of AI, offering inspiration when you aren't sure about what you want to create next. So play around and experiment with the prompt assistance feature whenever you have some extra time as well. All right, then whenever you're ready to enter a text prompt and generate an image, it'll actually generate here, and it will also be stored here in your generation history. You can also click on these images to open additional settings and editing features, which we'll do in just a few moments, but you can access your images here after you generate them. Finally, if you look in the upper right corner of the screen, you'll see this little switch. And this is really cool because this lets you toggle between the new Leonardo AI interface, which is where we're at right now, and their legacy version, which is the previous version of Leonardo AI. And if you flip that switch on, it switches to the legacy mode, which provides access to the older interface. You'll notice that they differ in layout, features, and functionality, but some users may prefer the previous interface for familiarity or for certain features that might be unique to the legacy version. But please keep in mind that when switching between legacy mode and the current mode, settings do not persist between the two interfaces. This means that any customizations or configurations made in one mode will not automatically carry over to the other. But either way, this toggle offers flexibility, letting you choose the interface that best suits your workflow or preferences. Okay, on that note, let's move on and actually generate a text-to-image creation with Leonardo AI. Okay, now that you know your way around the image creation interface, let's create an AI-generated image. So first things first, make sure you have all of your presets and styles in place. Again, I'm using the Leonardo Phoenix preset model with the Auto Prompt Enhance feature. The preset style is dynamic, contrast is set to medium, generation mode is set to quality. I'm then using the 1x1 image dimensions, which will be a large square. I'm also only generating 2 images and they will be set to private mode. And then finally, I'm leaving the advanced settings as is and will not be adding these images to any of my collections. All right, next it's time to enter the text prompt. So in the prompt field, all you'll do is simply type your prompt as if you're writing an email or a Word doc. You're just going to type it out. And for this example, I'm keeping it super short because I want to show you how the Prompt Enhance feature works. But when entering your prompt, you're going to get some people who say keep it short and sweet, or others may say to get as detailed as possible, and that's going to give you the best result. However, it really comes down to a lot of factors, and I recommend just experimenting with different prompts and prompt lengths and see what works best for you. Also, don't really worry about grammar or punctuation. The AI is pretty good at figuring out what you mean, but you probably still want to be coherent and somewhat organized when entering your prompt text. Okay, then once you've entered your prompt, which again, mine is super short, British short hair, which is a type of cat, and then I want a close shot. So I'll add that to the prompt as well. Then whenever you're ready, click the generate button and you'll see the number 19 there. That's the amount of tokens that it's going to cost me to generate these 2 images. And when you click that button, Leonardo gets to work and the images will load and display below in the generation history feed. And if you notice, my prompt has changed. It's now a lot longer due to the automatic prompt enhance feature. Pretty cool. And then depending on what settings and parameters you have implemented, the time it takes to generate the images will vary. But this one's pretty basic and I'm using the quality generation mode, so it won't take longer than about 15 to 20 seconds. But for the sake of time, let me fast forward really quick. And check that out. We have a beautiful close shot of a British short hair. And the AI took some liberties in terms of the color of the cat and its eye colors whenever it created it, but overall, I am very happy with the end result. Then if you hover your mouse over the prompt there above the image, you'll see the entire enhanced prompt that Leonardo created based on my short 4-word prompt. You can also copy this to use in other prompts by clicking either the arrow on the left or the plus icon on the right, And again, that will let you copy this prompt to use for future generations. Another really cool feature of this new Leonardo interface is the Edit with AI tool. And if you look towards the upper left corner of your images next to the text prompt, you'll see this purple sparkle pencil icon. And clicking on that opens the Edit with AI tool, where you can essentially use AI to make edits to your images. And all you'll do is type what you want to change here in this text box. And let's make the eyes yellow. So I'll just type that. And then be sure to keep the fixed seed box checked and click the generate button whenever you're ready. And again, this will cost additional tokens, just FYI, and then the AI gets to work adding these edits to the previous generations. And it will generate new images in your generation history. Then for the sake of time, let me fast forward through the image generation process and check that out. The AI used the fixed seeds, so we're getting the edits made to the same image. And you can see that the eyes are now, in fact, yellow instead of brown. How cool is that? And this feature gives you a ton of creative control over your images and opens the door to so many possibilities. I love this feature and highly recommend using it with your images. Then if you hover your mouse over the images, you'll gain access to even more features and editing options. Starting in the upper left corner, we have the select button, and clicking this selects a single image and allows you to single it out and make it public or private. You can add it to a collection, download it, or even remove it. Moving to the upper right corner, this little eyeball icon lets you set the image to public or private as well. Then shifting to the bottom toolbar, on the left you have the option to download the image to your computer or external drive, wherever you store your image files, but this lets you download the image. Next to that is the unzoom feature. This is currently in beta, but this creates another version of this image where it basically zooms out. Keep in mind this does cost 5 tokens to use. Next is the generate motion video feature, and this is amazing because it allows you to transform your image into a little video. We're not going to use the motion feature in this tutorial, but it's fun to play with, so I recommend testing it out whenever you have some extra time. Above that is the ability to remove the background. So instead of having to do that in a photo app like Photoshop, you can have the AI remove the background right here in Leonardo. Now, I'm not sure this would be too helpful for my current image because it's a close shot, but this can come in handy if you have a wider shot and need to remove the background. Next, we have the new and improved upscale image feature, and clicking that gives you access to various Leonardo upscaler options designed to improve image resolution and quality using advanced AI technology. Also, this does cost additional tokens to use, but upscaling images will enhance image quality immensely. Next, you have the ability to edit the image in Leonardo's canvas, and clicking this opens the canvas editor, which is like a completely in-house photo editor right here in Leonardo. We're not going to cover it in this video, but again, I highly recommend experimenting with the canvas whenever you have some extra time. It really is a cool feature. All right, above that is the option to use the image as guidance input. So if you really like the quality and style of your image here and you want to apply it to other image generations, just click that button and choose from the various reference options. Then finally, the trash can icon lets you delete the image if you need to. Okay, then there are still some more editing options. If you click on the image, it gives you a larger version of that image, allowing you to get a closer look at the quality and detail. But you can also view the other images in the generation set by clicking either one of those arrows there. Then towards the bottom of the image is yet another toolbar, where you can do a few more things. Starting on the left, there's this drop down, and this is where you could access different versions of the images if you upscaled them at all. Next is an organize drop down, and this lets you add the image to a collection or create a brand new collection altogether. Next is another way to download the image. Then you can copy the image to your clipboard if you need to. Next is the unzoom feature. You're probably noticing that a lot of these features were accessible in the other editing menu, but this is yet another way to access these editing features. Next is the remove background, and then the upscaler, and finally the trash can to delete the image if you want. Okay, then one final thing, when you close this out and go back to the generation history, in the upper right corner of each generation set, you'll see some parameters there that were used to generate the image. And then if you click that 3 dot icon, That opens a drop-down menu where you can download all of the images in the generation set at once. You can view the generation info, copy the seed to use in other generations, make these public, add them to a collection, or delete the entire set. All right, that's going to do it for this image creating tutorial with Leonardo's new interface. We only scratched the surface in terms of what Leonardo AI can do, but hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. And if you have any questions or just want to let me know what you thought, please feel free to leave a comment below the video. I see and read all of the comments and I really love hearing from you guys. So again, feel free to reach out and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking to start a blog, check out these 2 videos on how to build, grow, and monetize a WordPress blog. They'll walk you through the entire process step by step. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.